I'm waiting for my students. This is week 2. Ali is here. Hello, Ali. Hello, Julie.
Hello.
Okay. Let's see how many people we can get today. Hopefully, at least
Mm-hmm.
5. Oh, it seems like everything is okay. Well, while we're waiting, yes, or we would like to give the rest of people some more time to join this live. So why don't we just describe this past week, how hard or maybe easy it was? Ali, would you like to start?
Блин.
Yeah, the my week was okay, but the only not good thing for me was my fever. Here, it's very easy to get sick because everything cold, everything with ice, everywhere air cons, so you can easily get sick if you didn't get used to that. So this week, I had 2, 3 days fever. Now I'm okay, but my voice doesn't sound nice. It's like I had
Course,
sore
no.
throat. Yes. So I don't sound like a princess today, but still, yes. I was doing my homework when I was feeling good, and the only things that is left, I made a half, and I'm planning to do today and tomorrow and finish week 2 on time. But it's
Well, yeah, keep going.
uh, the tasks are pretty big. It's good. I'm not complaining. No,
Hmm.
I'm just saying it as a fact. But it's very good opportunity by the revision, same things to make yourself um, use those words.
Yeah, because as you can see, we do not give pretty much new. We might add a few more exercises, but that's
Yeah.
practically the structure.
And the
And
first week took some time because you didn't know the structure, but now you
yeah,
know the structure and it's much easier. That's what I like. What
yeah.
about you? How?
Well, I've been under the weather definitely because I got, and if you guys have already reached summer topic, then you definitely know this collocation when you get
Hmm.
heat stroke, and that's what happened to me. Yeah, so I was driving a car and got stuck in traffic. Yep, so that would happen to me, and I guess plus not being able to sleep okay. So add that to this, and then so yeah, my system really failed, and I had to stay in bed like for 3 days in a row. Yeah, but slowly getting better. So that's why I might be a bit slow today, or kind of like that. Okay, maybe. Yeah, maybe might say some things that I was not planning to say. So I don't know because I'm. It's like everything is still foggy. But okay, so I'm getting better. What about you, Julie? You're the only Julie here. So can you speak, Julie, or you have some kind of trouble? Oh, okay, Julia. What you need to do, you need to unmute yourself. So if you, okay, you figured.
What can I do?
Yeah, now you're good. Okay, so Valerie is okay back here. Is good. All right, Julia. So Valerie can wait a little. Okay, so and you, Julia, how has this week been for you?
Что делать?
Julia's in and out, I guess. Yeah, it's good, guys. When somebody speaks, we mute our microphones. I think it's for the best. That's how even I mute it sometimes if there's some kind of intervention or interference. But okay, since Julie decided to mute herself too, so I'll just carry on. All right, well, I guess everybody who wanted to join this live, they are here, and those who didn't, so they didn't. They can watch it recorded. Okay, Julie, you're back. Okay, would you like to say a few words about your week?
What?
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes, I hear you.
Julia, would you like to say a few words about your week, your past week?
Mm,
Okay.
oh, oh, I need help.
What help? You just say like what you did this week, okay? What exercises you did, like that.
Uh,
Yeah, it's easy. Just start.
oh, I, блин.
And you need to break that, okay? See, come on,
Yes.
we'll give you some time.
Oh, what have I done? Um, I wait. I don't know what to say.
Oh, wait a second. Uh, you were going through the course, yeah? You,
Yes,
you did some exercises, yes?
yes,
Some of them were easy, some of them were difficult, yes?
yes.
So, would you like to say a few words? What was easy, what was difficult, why maybe? Just your personal experience or feelings. I mean, at least.
Mm, Today, at last week, I finished my. Mm, блин.
That's
I
okay. Okay, if you need to
I'm worried.
relax, no, come on. Well, we're all friends here.
Mm,
Nobody's judging.
uh, my. Блин.
I can help you. Okay, so last week you did what?
I did the task about during the day.
How was it? Was
It was good and not hard to me, not
how much?
difficult to me.
Okay,
Um,
how much time did you spend doing it, or how much? How long did it take?
it takes 2 days, for example.
Okay, for example, like that. Vadim, if you want 2 days, okay, 2 days, fine.
It
Okay.
takes 2 days.
So, and where did you stop? Where are you now?
I'm now in the evening.
Oh, okay. So you are behind, yeah? Behind the schedule, yeah? Behind
Yes.
schedule. You're
Hmm.
behind schedule. So what can we maybe do to help you work faster, maybe, or speed up? Like, can I help you to work faster? So, because the course has 12 weeks, yeah?
Hmm.
So we cannot do this 25 weeks, for example.
Yes, of course. I try to do it faster, but I have no time. Uh,
This is why I would like you to talk to me, okay? So, okay, we'll talk face to face because I'd like to understand how to help some students. I don't want people to get left behind. Like they cannot do anything, and then finally they will give up, maybe. So, I want people to finish the course. Like
mhm.
Valerie, for example. That's why Valerie is still hanging around. She doesn't want to go. And it is kind of like a big surprise that people who speak English not so well. Okay, let's say that it's hard for them, but people who can speak English almost fluently, like Valerie, still cannot finish the course. So I got a question. Okay, maybe it's not about the how difficult this course is. Maybe it's just about discipline. I don't know. I haven't found the answer yet. I'm still looking. Yeah. All right. So what are we going to do today? I gave you the exercise, and I am not sure you have been able to find it because nobody said anything. Like Ali, you did. I see that you're nodding your head. You did. Okay. Valerie. Okay. No. Any chance? Mm. All right. Then I will say it to you right now. Okay. It doesn't matter because I have it here on my screen. So why don't we just do it now? And this exercise will help you, speak again spontaneously. This exercise is aimed at, I'd say, a few things, but the main one is to speak spontaneously. Now, let me share my screen with you. Oh, let me take you to Wonderland. Okay. Okay, great. We have one more participant. Happy to see you. Okay, let's go. All right, that's the task I prepared for you. So I'm sure you can see this task. According to our schedule, I have posted all pictures from the topics that you should have already done. But anyway, you can choose. So there's morning, there's during the day, then as you can see, the evening topic has three images. Then winter, spring, and summer. Because winter, I saw that nobody has done winter yet. So that's why winter is not here. All right, and you can read that, okay? It's in Russian. It's easy.
I
No, I mean, you all have to read, okay? So because I don't know
Mhm.
who was able to open this whatever, okay? I don't know. So what we do here, we talk about one of the pictures because the reason why Elena and I decided to hire an illustrator because we wanted to show what's happening there so that students could see how it works in real life. Yeah, and we wanted it to be our own personalized art. So there are 6 steps. We call this an algorithm or a plan, which will let you work with each picture. So what you can see here, first of all, you talk about who is in this picture, okay? What they are wearing, their emotions, everything. So you have to describe them. Then where it's taken place. So where is it? Um, it might be. So you have to think about it. So I'm not going to help you right now. Then details. We really like to go for details or hunt details because we need to be able to describe what time is it, okay, based on what we see, atmosphere. You see that maybe father is praying, or maybe he is in love with his wife. So it's all important, okay? So weather, because like by looking outside, I guess as much as you can see, you can still say a few words about. But like it's just some details. Describe their kitchen. Is it maybe a rich family or middle class family? We're poor family, but smack, yeah, this fridge, it's not very cheap. So, what is happening? Okay, so actions. What is every character doing there? And eventually you get to number 5. Number 5, it's where you have to read this dialogue. Okay, here you have a dialogue as an example, but you need to come up. You need to make your own dialogue. And then somehow the story, because it is a story, it has to end. So you also need to think about some kind of ending there. Okay, so we're going to do this right now. Um, and I'm sure that you have already printed, yes, some of those books. So you have them, I hope, next to you. Or you can open the website, this platform, and so you can open a topic that you can talk about. What I'm going to do, I'm going to share a picture with you, so it would be easier for you to talk about this. Okay. Oh, ah, coming back. You guys have any questions about what I just shown to you? No, then I'm going to share this picture with you using our chat. So you could have a very clear understanding of what I want you to do. I'll give you as much time as you need. Here we go. Actually, I have already shared that with you. So if you have your phone next to you, then yeah, perfect. Then you can see this thing. So the task is choose a topic that you have already finished, like in the morning, maybe in the evening. Okay. Al, it would be nice to hear about maybe summer or spring. So because I understand, like Rima, Julian, and Valerie, doesn't matter because she can probably do any topic right now. So that you would talk about different topics, okay? Not about the same one. You have any questions about how you need to work with the picture? Or everything is crystal clear? You can raise your hand. I don't know, give me some kind of sign. It doesn't matter, okay? I will. Okay, well, then unmute yourself and speak to me. 1 minute. Okay. All right, so let's work on it, okay, guys? Valerie, okay, something on the go, probably, as always. I like picking on Valerie. Valerie's probably going home. That's why she is freezing for some time. All right, Julie, do you understand what you need to do right now? Then you need to take a pen or something, you know, and use this template that I gave you. Use your phone, go to our WhatsApp chat, find the picture, and instead of that picture, you have to choose another one. Any picture from one of the topics that you have already done. Then describe that. Make your own conversation. So you have to imagine what could those guys be talking about? What kind of conversation would be okay to use for that picture? And then how your story ends. Rima, we're good? Okay, good. All right, Julie, I'm only worried about you. If you understand what you need to do, just give me some kind of sign. Like you can nod your head like this. Vadim, I understand. Okay, great. Thank you. Yeah, take as much time as you need. Oh, well, I see one hand up. Well, let's listen to what Ellie has to say.
If you let me, I'll just 1 minute say the girls, for example. If somebody, we are teachers, so for us, organizational movements are quite the main ones.
Yeah.
So what I did for me, I had no week 1 and week 2 because I completed. So girls, I wrote down, for example, week 3, I have 6 tasks. Yes.
Yeah.
Week 4, I have 7 tasks. So I give myself 1 or 2 days off. Yes. And for example, how many tasks should I complete for 5 days? I should complete today 2, tomorrow 1, and then 1. That's how I do. I know. I just wanted to share this information. Maybe, girls, for you it will be easier. I don't know. So.
And how much time do you need for one task?
For example, if I take only winter, for winter I needed probably, there were 4 tasks.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah.
Probably 4 hours because I don't know, but for me it takes a lot of time, 15, sometimes 17 minutes to download on YouTube. So you just wait, and unless you download it, you cannot see the new tasks. So it also takes time. Maybe 4 hours, yes. with, I don't know, with going for coffee, something like this.
There is
Okay.
a thing you could do, but no, okay, actually do it in your own style. But if let's say you wanted to speed up time somehow, you could maybe paste another link and then delete and replace. But if you like the system you have, then it's fine. Oh, great. Okay, so that's a great way to calculate how much time you need because we all have some things to do in life, right? Families, work, yeah, and some time off so we don't go crazy. And at the same time, you have to do this. So, which means you need maybe to rearrange the way you're living right now. So, maybe cancel some things, or maybe, I don't know, work some extra, or you just have to learn how to be fast and effective. It depends on who you are. Like Valerie can do anything, I know that. Just when it's too easy, then probably she's not really interested. Okay, great. Okay, so who is ready to introduce the story? Rima, how far are you from finishing your story? How much time do you need? You can just, use your fingers and show me like 3 minutes, 5 minutes. 3 minutes. Okay, great. I can read that. Hi, Alice. So welcome back. Would you like to
Sorry.
start?
Yes, I would like to start talking about the picture in winter. So, I can start? Yes. On this picture, I can see many people. They are families, couples, friends, and even two pets. It's winter daytime. Looking at this picture, I can even feel magic atmosphere, frost, and fresh air. Everybody is in ski resort doing their own things. Two couples with their pets enjoy their hot drinks and warm talk near the fireplace. Some friends are traveling on a cabin in the search of new tracks. One lovely couple is skiing. I can see a man sliding, who is sliding down the slope. Four people, two couples who are enjoying their time in the cottage house are speaking. Amy and Joe. So Amy is saying, I'm not a fan of skiing. Joe, really? Why is that? Amy, last year I slipped and broke my arm, so nothing in the world can make me go skiing again. Joe, I'm so sorry about it. So why did you accept an invitation to come to a ski resort then? And I accepted it because Ellen told me that you have a wonderful cottage on this ski resort, and I couldn't miss this chance to see it. That's all.
So how does the story end again?
How the story end?
Yeah.
The story ends. The story or the dialogue?
No, the story. Yeah, not the dialogue.
The story. What is happening was the final thing that we should describe. So I said that some friends are traveling in a cabin in the search of new tracks. One lovely couple is skiing, and I see a man who is sliding down the slope.
No, the story end. Okay, so let's say you have this dialogue, and then you could say like, let's say use one of the names. What name?
Amy, Joe.
Yeah, Joe.
Amy,
Okay,
Joe.
so let's say, and after that case, Joe decided to never go like that would be some kind of ending.
Ah,
So
okay,
it can be
yes.
funny, humorous in a way. So that would be, maybe it could be totally surprising. So, or
Mm,
he decided maybe to sign up for skiing practice or skiing classes, like
mhm,
that. Okay, so that's how you finalize, you finish the story, because you have described
mm.
everything. Then you have introduced your dialogue, and then somehow maybe it takes a very surprising turn of events. I don't know, kind of like that. Or maybe he fell in love with a girl who worked as a ski coach. Okay.
Oh, so we could imagine something which is go
Absolutely.
further beyond this picture.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. It's just that's how you train your spontaneous speech, because you
Mm,
have a clear structure of what you need to do. Then trust me, if you work with let's say 20, 50 pictures, then it will be very easy for you. And I'm talking about those ones that have life related situations. Okay, so you don't talk about, let's see, I don't know, like that. Okay, and then what can I say about this? No, nothing. So there must be some kind of action, and of course it's not maybe the ones that we have in all those books, because sometimes study books, okay, because sometimes they have very poor connection to what we do in life. Like you can see a ship full of pirates, they're going somewhere. Kids are on the shore, waiting, waving. And okay, so what am I talking about? What would I say? What would I describe? Okay, so it has to be life related. Let's say maybe a car accident. Okay, there, let's say, there may be onlookers, people who are just standing on the sidewalk. Like that's good. So you could describe that. Why? Because when you find yourself in one of those situations, then it'll be very easy for you to describe that to somebody, to talk about this. And of course, you will be speaking spontaneously. Because when you put your own thoughts together, or uh, when you formulate in whatever you want to say, then it doesn't have like this fixed structure. Like that's the first thing I have to say, and then the second. So if you practice a lot by using this method, then you will see how easy. Because what do you have to do in order to speak about a particular situation? You need to know some kind of vocabulary, right? Like it has to be collocations. I'm not talking about fixed expressions, and I'm not talking about, let's say, conjunctions and some other linking words, because they can be used for any situation, right? Doesn't matter, because they are universal. But collocations, they are used, there can be universal, like wake up. So it doesn't matter. You can wake up during the day. You can wake up after surgery, yes? Yeah, you can wake up after somebody, I don't know, hit you behind with a club, okay? So you were, I don't know, it doesn't matter, okay, on the asphalt line for about an hour, then you woke up and, oh my God, where am I? Kind of like that. And some very topic related collocations, let's say like could be go to sleep, like that, or let's say maybe do the dishes. Okay, where else would you do the dishes? Not outside, not in the car. Okay, so it has to be your place, your house, like, so it's daily routine. That's
so
what
as
we'd
I
like to learn. Yeah.
understand, yes,
Go ahead.
besides all the questions that you have told us, we composing the dialect, we should see beyond this picture and try to
Yeah.
make something spontaneous which you do not
Yeah.
expect. Okay.
What,
And when yes, you were telling me something when I was speaking about organizational moments, and you were saying that, Ellie, it's good if you work blah blah, and I was just out of my internet. What
no,
were you
hard to
saying
recall.
when I
Okay,
was showing
probably we
you
could watch the
week
recording later.
one, week two? I was showing you something, and you told me,
Um,
"Oh, Ellie, that's a good advice." Blah blah, and I just
well, I'm sure it will come back to me later.
okay.
And plus, we can always watch the recording, because it's being recorded right now. You know that, yes?
Okay.
Uh, so I hope I have
Mhm.
finished my phrase. Okay. All right, great. Okay, who is next on the list? 3 minutes, I believe, have already passed. I hope. Oh, come on. We can even, because it's only four of us today, so we can even do two pictures. Okay? What? You don't want to unmute yourself and start talking? No? You what? You want to hesitate?
Actually, the thing is, hello everybody. I was keeping silent because I saw that it's kind of not fair for me to take part in the second course lives because I have already done mine. Sorry,
Yeah.
guys. If, but actually, if you give me this opportunity to join, actually, I can participate. I can speak whatever you want me to speak about. But I guess the guys, if next time there will be more participants, I will be waiting for my turn. Really, I'm not going to be the first one to start. But right now, I am ready to speak. If you want me to describe a picture, just the one
Sure.
that
Why
you have
not?
sent.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna just switch it on. So as far as I can see, it's the picture number. It's picture about the morning. Yeah. So if actually right now I'm finishing my week two, it's gonna be my autumn story tonight, and I promise I'll submit it today. But right now I'm going to describe this one about the morning. So who is sitting at the table right now? I'm looking at the picture of the family sitting at the table. There are actually five people in the room, and I guess it's the mom who is standing next to the stove. Then there is a dad. He's sitting at the table, and three of their kids, two boys and a girl, I guess. And also they've got a pet, a dog. It's a Spot actually. So as for mom and dad, they are quite busy. Mom is cooking something, or maybe she's putting some food or some meals on the plates, and the kids are waiting for maybe for another helping. Who knows? Whatever. And the dad is sitting and looking at his beautiful wife. He loves her so much that, and she loves all of them, blah, blah, blah. Okay. So, as for the kids, the girl is eating right now, as far as I can see. And she is probably not satisfied with her dish because she's probably giving a piece of her food, piece of her meal to a dog, to the Spot. Well, and as for the boys, let's call them John and Jack. They are waiting for their mom to give them a plate full of spaghetti bolognese, whatever. Well, it's about the details, yeah? So, what is happening right now? They are having an a meal, I guess, yeah. So probably it's dinner, whatever. So, and as for the conversation, I'm gonna be talking for the dad and for their elder son, okay? So that is asking. Uh, so, son, what? How was your day? What about your school? What marks did you get? And the son is answering. Oh, it was pretty good. I had a busy day today. We actually took a test in mathematics, and I guess I passed it. And then he said, Dad says, "Well, good for you. So, as you told me that you are planning on applying your documents for the mathematics class or the class of maths next year, so you're supposed to do your best." And the son says, "Yeah, sure, probably I'll get my A, and I'll be able to actually get my transmitting to another group, whatever." And Dad says, "Well, let's say, do you like your meal, or have you finished your meal?" And the son says, "No, I haven't yet, but I am on my way to blah, blah, blah." So I guess this is it. And the ending of the story. Uh, Dinner is over. Mommy is actually busy with loading the dishwasher. Her younger daughter is helping her, and her sons are heading to their room to finish their homework, and their dad is actually sitting on the sofa and watching the hockey playing to get today, actually, because it's a championship, something like that. Okay, this is it. I hope it wasn't too much. So
Yeah. Hold on a second. What about how does the story end?
So the story ends like they finish their supper, the dinner. So mom is busy with loading the dishwasher. Yeah, I've just told. Yeah. So
Oh,
yeah,
okay. Well,
and
and
actually her little baby daughter, not baby, her younger daughter is helping her, giving her helping hand. Her sons are going to their room to finish their homework, and the father is sitting on the sofa and watching hockey because it's hockey championship right now.
yeah, that's
And yeah, something like that. So Russia against whatever, Sweden today, whatever, I don't know, I'm not sure, I'm not a hockey fan.
maybe
So
Finland.
yeah, maybe Finland, who knows. I'm not rooting for anybody. Are you?
Well, okay. So you and then somebody knocks on the door. Okay, like let's
Oh,
say we
probably.
have something.
Ah,
Yeah,
maybe.
yeah. We don't want it to be like those too cliche. We want it, just
Oh, there should be a twist at the end, like, hey, like
kind of like,
something.
yeah, like suddenly something happens.
No,
Okay.
no, suddenly the lights went out.
Okay. Yeah.
There was a power cut. Something like, oh my gosh.
And yeah,
Probably.
imagine that you put us all in your story, and then like everyone is busy and they all use electricity, and then wow, a blackout. Okay, blackout happens, or yes, and nobody can continue whatever they were doing.
Yeah,
So
probably.
it completely sucks.
Yeah, thank
Especially
you.
dad is angry, and oh, and then
And
they have to use candles. Maybe
probably,
light the candles. All right, that's
probably.
good. Okay, so great. Okay, I think Rima, you have already received enough support and help. Yes, see, it's always easy to do when somebody else has done it.
Yeah,
Yes. So I try.
Okay, go ahead.
Uh, so I want to describe the first picture where a young man is in the bathroom brushing his teeth. So please meet John. He's a 25 years old young man or boy, and he walked up too early today because he lives in St. Petersburg and there are white nights. And he have walked his dog, and the dog is tired soon and sleeps well. So, and the boy, John, likes making the bed, and he likes when everything is on his own place. So he is in the bathroom now, and he he have washed his face and has dried it with the towel, and now is brushing his teeth. He looks at himself in the mirror and smiles or gives him um, a he wishes himself a good day, and he knows that he will manage everything today, and he will succeed uh, everything what he has planned. So I think his day will um, uh, end with the date with your girlfriend, and they are going for a walk and meet um, the time when all the bridges are open in St. Petersburg. So
All right, there is
what?
also a conversation that can take place. Okay, let's say that how often
Uh-huh.
do we talk to our pets? I mean, I do this all the time, okay, because it's a living creature. Always, like I got a small, tiny dog, and it can't stop looking at me. so stares sometimes for hours, and so I have to say something because what I cannot kick him out of the room. No, I just like, okay, what do you want? Okay, so maybe you want to go for a walk, and it's a big surprise that uh, my dog can understand some words. So if I say like "kusnyashka," and then he starts jumping around me. If I say like "hey, gulять," so again, he's probably coming. Okay, I need to be quiet. So a lot of words, I would say like 5, 6 words that are very crucial for the dog, for my dog. Then he can understand. So let's say this guy could be even talking to himself because as we brush our teeth, we could like, okay, so what am I going to do today? Okay, I need to visit my grandpa. Okay, then stop by that supermarket. Okay, pick up some food. Yeah. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So come on, you still gotta give us that dialogue or monologue, and a dog could just woof woof. Okay, so it's fine.
Oh, so I have to make up a dialogue
Yeah,
with the dog.
improvise.
So, um, uh, John is living with his dog and he's his best friend. For example, Joy says to his dog, "So come on, don't be so rude. Wait just a moment." And the dog waves with his tail and so, "No, no, no, please hurry up. I want to eat right now." So and John has to go and to finish his
Oh, Rima, please come back.
and
Okay.
give
Mhm.
him some food.
Mhm.
So
Okay, that's great. Okay, so how did the story end?
and I think John gives up and feed his dog and they go for a walk and then they meet some neighbors and have a short talk with them.
Okay, see, much better, Ken. You were able to finish. That's great. All right, just a few more things I would like to say. You remember that it was probably last week I gave you that exercise to work on short grammar patterns. Let's call them this way. Yes, hi, Anton. Okay.
Hi guys.
Uh, yeah, hi, Tony. Out of the hospital, I guess? No?
No.
Okay.
Countryside.
Uh,
Yesterday I quit.
you look like you were boxing or something, no? Sparring? No?
Rocket.
Maybe with one of the
That's rocket.
doctors.
Something like that. Yes.
Okay, so what I was saying, okay, last week I gave you a great exercise, just how to work on grammar, so that you could improve it. And it doesn't matter how good you are because this system works for any level. So because you can take a very complicated structure, and then let's say we're talking about maybe if we're talking about third conditional. And I see that for many students and teachers, doesn't matter, people who speak English, non-natives, it is hard for them to, I see that they have a problem using that construction. And maybe that's why sometimes they even avoid. Like, oh, I can't use it. Okay, I will just never. Okay, they're skipping this. So what we can do, we can train that by making many sentences. It really works. And before you start making sentences, you can just practice like you did. Okay, so you read a lot, so you can take 20 verbs, because why it's so difficult, because you always need to think about third uh, third form, so past participle, I guess. I don't really know how to pronounce that. Okay, but you understand. So let's say drink, yes, then drunk, yes, and you have to use drunk, then bought, then let's say
But
and so on. Okay, sang, and so what you have to say, like, if I had done something, then I would have had, or I would have told you, right? And the problem is that you always try to think, or in some cases, how do I? What's the first? What's the second? And you don't have this fluency because you haven't practiced enough. Because really, how often do you use the third conditional? But when you have to use it and when you need, it has to come out right and fast, okay? So you don't want, just because you don't use this a lot doesn't mean you should be super slow or you start stuttering, like gagging, as if you were gagging. Okay, you understand gagging now. So, and that's what you say, like, oh, if I had bought that flat, I would have lived just as happily as you are, my friend. Something like that. Okay, if I had a lot of money, okay, I would have, or it can be mixed conditional. Yes, I would be going on vacation right now. So you have to work on if I had done, if I had watched, if I had listened, if I had like that. And if you do this like 10 times, 20 times, so you will stop having this problem. And then you will be able to concentrate on what you want to say. Isn't it great? Of course. Yeah. So that's how fluency can be achieved. Many factors, but using those constructions easily and fast without making mistakes. Like Rima, if you speak about present, like usual things, yeah, you have to use he wants to feed his dog, or then he feeds his dog, yes, every
Mm.
day. Yeah. But it is difficult for us to remember, so it has to become a habit. How does it become a habit? Again, you can just take a piece of paper and every time you need to use he, she, it, okay? So again, you can take a picture and then you always, well, let's say it can be like this, very easy, he plus vs, okay? Yeah, whatever you understand, any formula that you like, it can be whatever, it can be he goes,
Yes.
like that. And then you can even circle it. So then you look, what do you do? So you look at that and then maybe at a picture. Okay, so you need to talk about something, or many, many, many pictures. Let's say like the cards we have. Anton, you bought the cards.
Yeah.
You can find anything else. You can find different cards. So you describe like, oh, this man goes to work every day. He starts his day at. So and this is how you get to this, to saying this. He starts, okay, he wants to watch every day, every time, every evening. He wants to watch his favorite TV show, but when his wife comes back home, she starts yelling at him, hey, you honey, what are you doing? Okay, it's time you put kids to sleep, like that. And he gets angry, okay, he feels annoyed. So see how I'm doing this? Yeah. Okay, so you can be talking about your son, daughter, wife, girlfriend, okay, father, mother, doesn't matter. So what people do around, if you go out in the city, and so you pass by your favorite shops, okay, like you see this routine around you, and it can just like, oh, this man opens his store at bingo, okay. People take 7 a.m. train and go to work. Okay, or let's say like this policeman comes, I don't know, to work at, or comes in work at, like that. Okay, so when you work with every structure practically, you can then later combine them, so your speech is not very primitive. But you can practice this each construction, let's say, without anything else, and then you add more, and that's how your speech is growing. All right. So then you can use whatever you want, like, oh, he is running towards his mom, and his mom is, she's always happy to pick him up. She picks him up around at, or at around, and so slowly, but eventually or inevitably, you get to fluency, because you don't want to have grammar mistakes, right? Why would you want to? Nobody wants to. We want to kind of like purify our speech, purify, make it pure, no
Yes.
mistakes, so people understand. It's nice to listen to you. Plus this pronunciation also we need to practice. Like there are a lot of factors to that we need to train. Okay, or aspects. All right, great. Okay, so Julia, I don't know, Julia, she has been maybe hiding. Like I'm just listening. Oh, Julia. Okay, you're back. You're not hiding from me, no? No, no, you don't want to. Why would you? Come on, it's such. It's such a great fun to be with everyone here. Yes, we're on
Yes,
the same wavelength. All right, come on. We will listen to your story. What do you have?
I choose I want to choose the first picture in the morning too.
Okay, fine. Why not?
Okay.
Let's listen.
Uh,
Listen, listen.
I see on the picture the young man. His name Michael. He lives in his own apartment. It is morning time. He woke up 2 minutes ago, so he overslept, uh, and as a result, he can late for his work. He brushes his teeth very fast. He puts on his clothes, and he is going to make his bed. And he realized that he forgot to feed his dog. He puts the food for dog, and hear a phone call. It is his boss, and his boss is very cross, very angry. Um, and the boss says, today will be a very important meeting, meeting.
Yeah. Okay, keep going. Okay,
Yeah,
you're good.
and you must be at work through 15 minutes, for example, 15 minutes, or you will lose your work. Потеряешь работу, да? You will lose your work.
Yeah, you lose your job. Yeah.
You will lose your job, yes. So the young man race out to the car and try to reach to the work.
Yeah, or get to the office. Yeah.
Oh, reach to the office, yes. So, well done.
That's it. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it's good. Um, one of those very important things. You should. Okay. How do I say that? Okay. When I was studying English, okay, when I just started, and I was able to go to an American church, and there were different people. Some people they would judge me. They would say like, "Oh, you don't speak English well enough," and so, but doesn't matter. Okay, what people I've met, I would never listen to what they thought about me because it didn't really matter. So who cares? Okay, there was a guy who spoke like a native speaker because he was a musician, and all his free time, he would dedicate to studying English, and he would watch a lot of Western movies, westerns, okay, and because he wanted to sound like John Wade. Uh, I'm gonna kill you. I don't know how John Wade sounds, okay, but it was a southern accent. He was just crazy about that, and he was singing a lot of songs, country songs, okay, and I guess so it benefited. And I remember how well he spoke when I first met him, and I was like, oh my God, I will never be able maybe to speak like that. But I pushed those thoughts away from myself because they would put me down, so I would not be able to achieve my own level. Okay, so first of all, you don't have to run after anyone. You have your own plan, you have your own program, okay? So you just need to work, okay? And you understand that, let's say, if I go to the gym and I see a lot of bulky guys, okay, flexing muscles, taking selfies, yes, and looking at girls, and girls look at them, and then I go to the gym, okay, with this little belly around my waist, and so what do I have to think like that? I am pathetic or I am too ugly to go to the gym? No, I just go to the gym and I do what I like. I know that I feel great after going to the gym, but I do not chase those big bodies. And they look at me, but I don't care. So Julie, what you have to do, like, don't care. Don't care. First of all, nobody is going to judge you. People are here because they want to improve their English. Yes. So
Mm-hmm.
somebody can speak better, somebody can speak worse. Doesn't matter. We're all learning here. I'm also learning something from you, and I might make some mistakes. Nobody's perfect. Okay, so keep going. Attend lives because they will give you this ability to break through and break this language barrier because it is based on the only one factor, I believe. You don't know what to say and how, And because if you're not given enough phrases, vocabulary, I can, like, again, I can give you some alcohol to drink, and maybe you will say something, but still you will be limited to what you can say. That's it. Maybe psychologically you were like, hey, yeah, yes. But anyway, if you don't know how to say, let's say, get to the office, okay, then you will not say it. You will just use something else, like reach the office, which is also fine. Okay. So cheer up, relax. Do not look at anyone here. Okay. Everyone has their own thing. And the way I speak, only because I've been studying a lot, like Ali. I was only lucky because I was submerged or immersed in um, real language. So I, like, on my first day, I went to a class filled with Americans. So there were like 10 different young boys, teenagers, let's say, or young adults. And I started to learn English very fast, like 1 year, and I was pretty good intermediate. Then 2 years, then I think upper intermediate or even advanced. I don't really know. It's hard to say what is advanced nowadays. So yeah, I was just, let's say, lucky, and I had a lot of classes during the week. They were providing only 2 classes, but I talked to the president because it's a church. There's a president, so I talked to him and I said, like, please, I have nothing, okay, so except English. So English is my passion. Can I please attend every possible class you have in the city? Said, okay, yeah, I'm blasting you. Go. So he blessed me, and then I was able to go to different branches because this church, American church, it has branches. A branch is a place where you can go. It's a small building where they serve, where they like. And I was going there even when I was sleepy because I worked as a security guard. So I had like 2 night shifts a week, and then after that I had to go to school because I worked there as a teacher, PE teacher. So, and then after that I was not going home. I was sleepy, okay, yeah, and black eyes and so on. But I would go to church, and I would go there before anybody would come because I knew that missionaries were not busy. I was able to speak with them as much time as they had. So I was even seeing them off. Okay, I was walking them to their doorstep because I wanted to get some extra practice. Because I know that once you're in a room with 10 people, you get maybe 5 minutes maximum, and then you have to wait and sit and listen. So I would start talking and maybe talk more than others. Sometimes people kick me out because, Vadim, you talk too much. Get out. Well, you see, you cannot kick me out. You have to listen to me. Then we just did. But yeah, so I had to do a lot of crazy things to achieve this level of speaking, and a lot of watching films with subtitles, without subtitles. Like now, I never watch films in Russian. So because I want to support this level, I want to go beyond like that. So Julia, relax. Uh, you are in a very friendly environment, friendly atmosphere. We are here to achieve the same goal. We all want to speak English better and to be spontaneous, right?
Right.
Yes. Right. Okay, great. So chill. No teachers. Okay, nobody's judging you. I'm not going to give you F. Okay, so I'm not gonna fail you. I'm not gonna call your parents. Okay, nothing is gonna happen. Uh, oh, you're still good. You're still good. You're in good, friendly hands, so to speak. All right, Anton. Okay, happy to see you. Okay, so today we're talking about a picture from one of our topics. Would you like to do that? What do you think?
Sorry, I don't
Okay,
have
okay. In our chat,
problem with yeah. Can you change?
yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah. Right now, yes.
All right, great. Uh, so we have in our group chat on WhatsApp,
Mm-hmm.
we have a picture.
Picture, yes.
It's about how to make a story.
Make a story. Last time we spoke about
Not
this.
exactly, no.
No,
If you open your phone, if you go to WhatsApp,
just a second. Uh-huh.
You will see what I'm talking about. So the point is to choose a picture from any topic you have already done.
Who, where, details, what happened.
It-
It's
it-
family. It's about family. Yes.
no, 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 no. That picture
No.
is just an example. Okay, it's an example. Uh,
Ju-
look at the screen. I'm gonna show you what I'm talking about.
Just a second.
Come back, come back. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
All right. See, this is our life today. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Here you have different pictures from different topics. So
Mm-hmm.
daily routine, morning, during the day. Then this is actually in the evening. It's dinner.
Mm-hmm.
One,
I need change the picture and describe this. Yes.
you need to choose,
Uh-huh.
and you
Okay.
follow this algorithm, this system.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
What would you like to choose?
It doesn't matter. Maybe first or
No, no. Let's not talk about morning again. Maybe you talk about this one.
Yeah, okay, why not?
Okay. Then go ahead. So
Uh-huh.
who?
I look at this picture, the family, son, daughter, wife, and husband, and dog, and cat, and fish. I think so. It's a topic about daily routine, maybe in the evening after work. Wife sit down at the table, take a cup of tea, and ring the phone with maybe his friends or maybe colleges about the day. Husband sit on the table and play the computer games. Daughter maybe do it homework, and son sit in chairs and reading the newspaper and watch the TV. And
Mhm.
dog maybe sleeping, and cat just stay and maybe ready to night hunting maybe. um Outside maybe the weather is good, the autumn or maybe winter. It's like white color and the black. I think so. It's snow. Yes, snow. It's a winter time.
Okay.
um they sit down in maybe living room because it's very big space. And this family like eating. Maybe it's a birthday wife, because have a present on the table and flowers. What is it? Flowers, chocolates, and something else. They are happy.
Okay. All right.
I
Great.
think so. Yes, and all people separate and do it different deals.
What kind of dialogue could be happening? You need to choose somebody to make a dialogue
Make a dialogue. Maybe dialogue wife with his friends. Maybe.
with her friend. Okay.
Yeah. I think so. Oh, today is my birthday. Blah blah blah, and another people say for here. I want to celebrate you. Be healthy, be rich, and be happy. And oh, wife said, "Oh, I'm very glad. Thanks a lot.
Okay.
Maybe invite you if you have a free time. Come in and maybe a cup of tea if you want."
I would like to.
Yeah, I'd like. It's
All
not
right.
correct. Yes,
Don't worry about that. Okay. Yeah.
I'd like
Okay.
to.
No, you can say I would like
Uh-huh.
it. Like it doesn't matter. Okay. Great.
Mhm.
Would you guys like me to show you how I would do this? Just asking you. would you like me to tell you a story?
Story
Okay.
about what?
I will talk about the same picture. You need to nod your head, okay, so that you agree.
Mm-hmm.
Because if I don't, if I don't see people who want me to do this, then why would I do this? Okay, I guess Ali is also saying yes. Okay, great. I will ask you a question before I actually start. What tenses, okay, what grammar structures we could use for describing that picture? Huh?
I like to. I have
Okay,
to. I'd like to. I go.
okay, speaking about tenses, like present simple, past simple, what would we use?
I think so. Present simple and past.
All right, okay.
Two
Anybody?
times. Two times. Yeah.
Two tenses. Okay.
Yeah.
Anything else? Anybody? Present and past?
Or maybe progressive. Maybe.
Okay. Okay. So we need to be talking about what's happening there. So
Yeah.
obviously
Yeah.
it's continuous. Yeah. All right. I'll tell you how it goes. Okay. We will use to be verbs. This is, yes, there is, there are, he is. Yeah. Okay. I guess you agree. Then we will use verbs to do. We will use some modal verbs like he can, they may, yes, I hope.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're going to use go into.
Going to.
Go
Mm-hmm.
into, it means what's happening right now. Past we can use, but I think it's too much because we're just learning. Okay, so let's say past is for true fans of English. Okay,
Yeah.
for people who are
For
crazy.
for enough. I think so.
Yeah, it's
Enough.
enough. Okay,
Yes.
come on. Modal
Present.
verbs, to be
Mm-hmm.
verbs, modal verbs. Okay, to do, and then a continuous, like what's happening right now. Right now, I'm speaking. Yes. So now I'm going to take you back to the story, and I would like to, especially for you, Anton. I guess it will be very good. All right. First of all, we need to say who. Yes. When we talk about people, then
Family.
okay,
Big
family.
family.
Yeah, but we need to make sentences, right? We
Or
can just say like wife, husband, boy. So like there are four people, or there's a family. There are four
mm-hmm.
of them. So the wife, she is sitting at the table, drinking coffee and talking with her friend. Okay, because it's my story. So there's her daughter who is sitting just in front of her or on her right, and she's doing her homework. She's very concentrated because tomorrow is her exam.
Uh-huh.
Okay,
Yeah.
let's see.
For
I'm all
example.
imagining. Okay, I haven't been preparing for this. All right. And her husband is sitting in front of TV. He's reading his favorite magazine, which he really likes to read in the evenings. And he's watching Top Gear. He's watching Top Gear because it's one of his favorite TV shows or TV programs.
Mm-hmm.
Their cat, see, I try to use different pronouns. Their cat, who is sitting just behind um, his master, he cannot stop thinking about that fish, which is just behind him. So
Maybe after the
yeah,
marriage one.
he's waiting for everyone to go to sleep, and he would like to try to catch that fish one more time. Okay, so the dog is just tired, and it's about to go to sleep, or it's going to sleep, and the dog is closing its eyes and starting to snore. Okay, their elder son is in front of computer. He's working on his computer. He's getting ready for his project, his design project, because he goes to university, where he studies at university, and he needs to get everything done before Monday. Okay, so I have described who is who. okay, and what is happening. So if we just look outside the window, then we can see that it's dark. So it's definitely evening, and it's cold outside because by the look of it, or based on what we can see, it's winter and it's cold and it's snowing. See, I'm using it's snowing. It's see to be verbs. It's winter, yeah, or it's winter. Sorry, it's winter. It's snowing.
Mm-hmm.
It's cold. It's freezing outside. Okay, so it's very cold. It's freezing temperature. All right, now I'm talking about maybe some details. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So the family is in their living room. They
Drinking,
have,
reading.
yeah, okay, yeah, like that. Okay, so you could describe what they're wearing and so on. So you give some more details. I can see that there's a bouquet of flowers on the table. So maybe, see, modal verb, maybe it was someone's, okay, past. Maybe it was someone's birthday. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Or I could just say like you can see on the table you can see bouquet of flowers because they were presented to Jessica, since it's my favorite name, Jessica, because she had her birthday party just a few days ago. She turned 35. She's still good looking and very appealing woman. Ah, great. Okay, so now I'm talking. Now I need to make a dialogue. So I'm talking dialogue. So I see that everyone is busy, so probably they're not talking. And the only dialogue it would be logical to make using that wife. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So okay, so she's talking to her friend. Let's say Monica and Jess. So that's how you make a dialogue. Okay, Jess. Jess. Hey, Monica, what are you going to do tomorrow? Monica. Oh, I'm not sure. Probably I need to meet with one of my friends. Oh, okay, okay. So, how about we meet in the evening, Monica? Well, I can't really promise anything right now because I'm too busy. How about Monday? Then, okay, Jazz. Well, you know what I do on Mondays? I take kids to football practice, so I can't. What if we meet maybe on Wednesday? Let me check. Yeah, Wednesday's actually free. Okay, how about 8 p.m.? I'll take you to a nice restaurant, Chinese restaurant. Jess. Right. Okay. Yeah. Because you owe me one. Last time we went to a restaurant, I paid for you. Right. 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 Okay. So this time it's on me. Oh, and then how the story ends. Okay. Um, so everybody's going to sleep. But unfortunately, Jay has to stay and work all night because he needs to really be ready for his design project tomorrow. Okay. So that's it.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing more, nothing less. It's just an example. It doesn't mean that it's a perfect one, but just wanted to show you how it could be like. Okay. So what you can do, you can practice different grammar constructions, like I gave you. Yes, he is. So you really use because where else will you learn how to use them? You use a picture, so you describe. Uh, this is Jake. He is 35 years old. He is married to this woman. This is his wife. Okay,
Yeah.
you don't skip that because if you skip, then where else will you learn? So it's very basic, very basic language, right?
Yeah.
Describing, saying what they usually do, okay, what's happening there, and then the dialogue, and then how that story ends. Bingo! See, I'm like Thanos, snapping my fingers. If you have already watched the final battle or the final game, what is this? Yes, you know the movie I'm talking about, the Avengers, Thanos. Okay, so the second exercise that we were going to do, and I hope you have your materials in front. Do you? Just one topic at least. I do. Okay.
What are the
Uh,
materials?
any material, any topic, could be on a computer. Okay, Rima, Julie, I hope you got it too. So we are going to look for chunks, grammar chunks. We're going to be looking for clusters. Clusters, it is what helps us speak more naturally. Like we don't say out of here, we say out of here. Okay, so let's say I am going to. We say I'm gonna. Mhm. So that's what I call clusters. When we find them, we try to say them many times so that we would sound more natural. And the way you can do this, if you listen to an audio, uh, which were which were recorded, okay, audios, many audios, then you will hear how a native speaker just blends some words. He blends because that's how you say them. You don't say like out of here because it sounds like you're Schwarzenegger. Okay? Even a Schwarzenegger in one of his movies, he is saying, but with his German accent, he's saying like uh, chopper or something like that. It's out of chopper. It means out of the chopper. Chopper, it's a helicopter. Yes, and there are a lot of funny videos on YouTube trying to copy him. But okay, all right. So I'm gonna share my screen one more time, and I just need to teach you how it works. So even this one, okay, let's say we're going to the next one, which some of you cannot give you live yet because I need to use the material which you have already. So then we're just going to go back. And let's say we're using morning. Okay, and we need to get to the story. Okay, hold on a sec. Okay, sketchbook. Sketchbook doesn't help. We need Storyscape. Okay, it's the next one. Okay, during the day. Okay. All right. Okay, I'm almost there. All right, great. I'm sure you can see this PDF right now. So as we go through the story, you can print this out and you can use your highlight marker. You can see that in bold you will find, that's what I call in bold, yeah. You can see my cursor. So in bold, it's the collocations we wanted to learn. But okay, first of all, grammar patterns. And grammar patterns, it would be like this. I wish I could. So you need to highlight them. So you can use different markers. Okay, let's say you use 3 different colors. And your job is to find those patterns. Like, for example, I drive to, so I drive to, you say like, okay, this is present simple, I understand. Okay, so why we want you to do this? Because we want you to find in any text you work with, doesn't matter, this story or an article on a website, so that you would be able to understand what's grammar, what's not. What is a fixed expression like this one? The first thing for me to do. So it's a fixed expression. And we want you to become hunters, people who hunt hunt for different chunks, so that you would be able to see the language, the English language, the way we see it. Again, and I, so you could see what we see, how we teach and learn ourselves. Because I think it's very important. Because a lot of people, and I myself, when I started to study English, I couldn't understand. I was only looking for some phrases that I would like. But if somebody taught me, like, Vadim, look for certain patterns, look for cliche phrases, look for fixed expressions, for collocation. And trust me, it's very hard at the beginning because you think like everything is a collocation, everything is a grammar pattern. But over some time, you train your eye. You train your eye so well that you can see what is what. And during this course, you got me as your instructor, yes. So for each story, you will have to select those patterns, and then you will be sending them to me. So like Vadim, okay, so that's my grammar patterns, that's my collocations, that's my fixed expressions, okay, and I will be checking because you have to use every story to understand how it works. Because when we were making those stories, we were using this kind of structure to help students learn. We were thinking about, and I can even show you, I think, so you understand how we made that, how we made this. All right, so hold on a sec. Okay, it's taking time. Okay, we're good. Okay, just the computer is slow. You'll have to wait a little. I'll show you what I mean so that you can understand just grammar chunks. Because it'll help you, this exercise will help you understand why people have to use, like why native speakers they use this specific structure, like that. So grammar chunks, they must be our friends, so to speak. All right, here you can see what I am talking about. You can see that, see, like when we were designing this course, we were thinking about like what grammar we should use. So we should start very easily, light, yeah. And daily routine, see, I am, I do, I can. Might, it means modal verbs. Then that was our first, like that's our original plan. I am, I do, see, I was, I will be, I did, I will do, must, should, I'm going to, and so on. And that's how it was going. Then we started introducing a lot of different grammar chunks. Like you can see that I was working all night yesterday, yeah? So let's say I'm talking about this one. And I will be doing something. So that's a chunk. So if we go back to our story, it's right here. Yeah. Then you will see that, let's say I'm talking about, because this is daily routine, and it's, oh, sorry, yeah, daily routine during the day. So you can see that here we have very basic chunks. So we speak only about what happens regular, so present, simple. And you will not find past here, I believe. Yeah, no. So that's what you have to do. And it's going to be your homework next week. And so I kind of like introduced it to you. So grammar chunks, like I drive to. And what kind of chunk is that? It's I do chunk, yes? Because I drive to work, I wake up, I go, I sleep, I go to sleep, yes? So let's say if we're talking about he, she, then it will be he does, okay? It means she and it. And I start looking for this grammar pattern or grammar chunk. So it takes, oh wow, I found this. Okay, it takes me about 15 minutes. Okay, so it takes. So every time I speak about he, she, it, and I just need to say takes, goes, plays. Oh, okay, interesting. So if you notice those chunks, then you will start paying attention to grammar. All right, so grammar chunks, that's the first point, the first step. The second one is some very interesting phrases that we call them introduction phrases, phrases that can help you start a sentence. The first thing for me to do. Wow, good expression. So the first thing for me to do, or the first thing for me to talk about, or the first thing I would like to talk about. See, the first thing, the first thing, the first thing, and that's a fixed chunk. So the first thing for us was to go. See, I can even use this in past. Doesn't matter. So next, like it takes me about. So it's a fixed expression again. Yeah, it takes me about. It takes me about 15 minutes to like reach my office, or it takes me about 10 minutes to make pasta. Okay, it took me about 1 hour to get to the airport. Okay, so it's a fixed expression. I have to know this. Okay, so you make a list of those things and you practice them, because you really one time reading the story does not help. You really need to take everything we give you, and everything it means to dissect the story, like cut the story into pieces. Okay, so you take everything. So next, let's say once in a while. Well, also a fixed expression. Once in a while. So how often do you go there? Once in a while. Okay, so it means maybe you cannot say when. Okay, how often you do this. So once in a while, like seldom, or from time to time. Yeah, once in a while. So when do you watch? When do you drink? Let's say Coca-Cola. Once in a while. I know it's not good. It's unhealthy. Okay. How often do you speak English? Once in a while. Like that. So I guess you understand. Okay, another one. If I am, it's a grammar chunk. So you can say if I am tired, if I am sleepy, if I am afraid. Yeah, and then something happens. If I am not, you can also say if I'm not tired, if I'm not sleepy, if I'm not bored. If I'm not tired, I will call you today. If I'm not sleepy, I will read one more chapter from my favorite book. Okay, so I have to, like Anton said, I have to. It's a pattern. So I have to. I need to. Okay, this one I hate getting. I hate getting. So it's also a fixed expression. So like I hate doing my homework. I hate playing football. I hate watching TV, and so on. Next, if I have enough time. So if I have enough money, if I have enough time, if I have enough, I don't know, if I have enough friends, if I have enough cash, anything. So if I have enough patience, if I have enough, let's say, energy, power, whatever. Yes. So if I have, it's a good phrase. So we're taking this. And during my something, like during my office hours, during my work hours, during my regular week, okay. So those are the things you guys need to be looking for. And maybe the last one here, okay, when we get to. As you can see, there's no will. And a lot of students, they use will here because, based on how we say it in Russian, yes, we have to use буду, когда я буду дома. But here they don't say it. So when we get home, when I see you again, when I'm at the airport. So as you can see, we use present. No future, no will here. But we're speaking about future, yes? So I guess you understand me right now. And let me get back to you. Oops. All right. All right. You see how you need to be working with those tours, yeah? So take everything you can, and so work with. If you learn how to work in this way, then any article, any text that you work with will be very effective for you, will be very efficient, because you can just skim through a text and you can like, oh, that's too difficult. I don't need this right now. There's nothing to take. Okay, I know everything here, like that. Okay, so I would like you to work with any text. You start with the first one, okay, in the morning. It will be logical, and highlight. Okay, so I'm going to, in the next 30 minutes, I'm going to send you the algorithm, like how you look for those clusters and everything, so that you understand which is what. Okay, because maybe it was not very clear. Do you have any questions about this, or it was somewhat understandable? Huh? I guess it was, yes. All right, guys. Uh, and one more thing I would like to say. It is important that you take active participation in our chat, even if, see, like, I have to say this, even if, okay, so it's another pattern. Even if I don't think about this, I just use it. Even if you're tired, or even if maybe you're sleepy, whatever. So you have to speak English every day. What do we mean? Like Ali demonstrated and some other students, you start talking about what's around you. Yeah, it is something we normally never do, because when we join different courses, we learn in a very academic way. Open the page, do this, describe that. Okay, so but I'd like you to use your English. Okay, let's say if you were, see another pattern, if you were living in another country, and you would be a blogger, and it would be your job, and you would be making money. So wouldn't you do this? Yes, you would. Yeah. Okay. So you will overcome any barrier you have, any lack of speaking practice, by recording what you do. It can be 1 minute. Hey, hi guys, I'm in the parking lot. My car's right there. So I'm going to do some shopping, and I'm not sure that I have enough cash. So probably I will just pay with my phone. Yes, I really like to use Sberbank Online. Okay, so let's go. Okay, that's it. All right. Or I don't know who parked next to me. It's very hard for me to drive out of this parking lot. I am so pissed off. Who is this man, and where's he right now? I'm gonna wait for him because he blocked my door. Okay. So any renting, any craziness, what's around you, yeah. So share, send. We will discuss. Maybe we'll give you a piece of advice. Okay. Chill out, relax, don't be angry. Okay. All right, great. So it's been my pleasure to be working with you again. And if you don't have any questions, I think you're pretty much tired by listening a lot. I understand, like me talking. Okay, so I'll be happy to see you next Saturday, 5 p.m. If you have anything active, anything you want to ask, then use our chat and start posting your homework, guys. You're killing me. Please. All right, namaste, okay, as we say here in Russian. All right, see you later, okay? Valerie, sorry, I have to say goodbye on you and walking out. Bye, guys.